Okay, Monte, tell me, how does a man from California, a small town in California, get to be a commander of 4,000 soldiers in the Karabakh Liberation Army?
Well, first of all, it's been a long time since I've been, participating in the Armenian struggle, in the Armenian people's struggle to regain their rights throughout their homeland, throughout their historic homeland, most of which is no longer part of the Armenian state, the present Armenian state. So it's been about 15 years, more than 15 years that I've been participating in that struggle. So I've accumulated a bit of experience, and then when I came here, I began the same work. It was what I'm doing here is a continuation of what I did before. And it's totally natural that Armenians from the United States or any other place come here and participate like any other Armenian. In other words, this is our homeland. This is as much my homeland as it is the homeland of whoever's been born here or whatever. So it's very natural that people like me come here and participate. And I don't know, just like anyone else, through my work, things developed, and fortunately we've had important successes in the region where I'm the commander, in the region of Mardoni, in mountainous Karabakh. And so, that was just the way things evolved, and now I'm the commander of that region. And right now I'm in Mardagert, heading a unit from our region that's come here to help in re-liberating this region. As you know, the Azeris took it over in June and July 1992. They burned most of the villages and everything, and we've had a hard time getting back into these mountains, but we've done it, and we've caused a lot of damage to our enemy, and I think that our enemy has started to understand that this region isn't a part of Azerbaijan, that they can't crush the Armenian people militarily, and that they've got to look for other solutions.
Give me some background on the conflict.
Well, historically, Artsakh, that's the name for the historical name for Karabakh, the Armenian name, Artsakh. So this region of Artsakh has always been one of the integral regions of the Armenian homeland throughout our history. Thousands of years of history, and for thousands of years, this region has been Armenian. In 1920, when both Azerbaijan and Armenia became Soviet republics, at that time they wanted to draw new borders. For very tactical political reasons, Stalin put a lot of pressure on the authorities of the Transcaucasian republics to have both Artsakh and Nakhichevan included in Azerbaijan rather than in Armenia, despite the fact that the Azerbaijani leader at the time, initially, December 2nd, 1920, declared that both of these regions were to be included in Armenia rather than in Azerbaijan. Despite that, Stalin put a lot of pressure on him to have these two regions arbitrarily cut off from Armenia and included in the Republic of Azerbaijan, mostly to get in good with Ataturk, who at the time Stalin believed was an anti-imperialist force, and a force that would eventually become an ally of the Soviet Union. So due to these tactical these tactical reasons, they decided to arbitrarily draw borders that do not at all represent the true borders, the historical borders, or the demography of the region. And so this region got cut off from Armenia, despite the fact that at that time 97% of the population was Armenian. 97%.
What motivates you?
What motivates me? What motivates me? What would motivate an American to fight if, say, for example, I don't know, say, for example, the Norwegians came and took over New York State, from New York all the way down to Georgia or something like that. If they took over the East Coast, what would motivate an American to go fight to regain those states? It's the same thing, you know. If it's part of your country and part of your people, and the rights of your people are being totally neglected, the people are being totally oppressed, forced to leave the region. For example, since 1920, the Azerbaijani government, once this region was included in Azerbaijan, began a policy of depopulating the region of Armenians. And they did that mostly by neglecting the region economically, not investing, not creating infrastructure, you know, roads, electricity, telecommunications, etc., running water. They neglected the region on purpose so as to, empty the region of its population. Its population was 97% Armenian. A lot of the Armenians began going to Baku, Sumgait, or going back to Soviet Armenia just to find a job or just to, you know, make a decent living. And so by 1987, only 75% of the population was Armenian. And so that's, you know, there are tons of proof that that was a policy that the Azerbaijani government developed with the aim of finally totally taking the region over. Like Nakhichevan. Nakhichevan was 50%. 50% of the population. Nakhichevan was Armenian in 1920, and today there are 0 Armenians in Nakhichevan. 0 Armenians. So when you see that part of your homeland is being taken over in some of the lowest ways, is like the state. The state is just, the Azerbaijani state has just been plotting to take it over gradually. And they take it over by suppressing all the rights of your people, by suppressing their culture, by intimidating them. When you see all that going on, it's hard to not participate. And it's amazing that more people don't participate. It's amazing that more countries don't recognize all these facts and that they don't support the Armenian people in this struggle. It's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing for me that almost every country in the world accepts a Stalinist position on Artsakh.